All right, moving right along. Another Biden is going to meet with another government official of Ukraine for in an unannounced trip or whatever. For God knows what. Hunter Biden, now Joe Biden are all tapped with Ukraine. They're all part of Ukraine. They're all doing business dealings in Ukraine, and there was no investigation about the corrupt dealings with Ukraine. Yeah, this government is trash. This government is absolute trash. But this is your weekly war brief, so let's see what's going on. First Lady Jill Biden makes unannounced trip to Ukraine. Uzhhorod, Ukraine, CNN. The First Lady Jill Biden spent part of Mother's Day making an unannounced trip to Uzhhorod, Ukraine, a small city in the far southwestern corner of Ukraine, a country that for the last 10 weeks has been under invasion by Russia. At a converted school that now serves as temporary housing for displaced citizens, Biden met with Ukraine First Lady Olena Zelenska, who has not been seen in public since the start of war on February 24th. So was that what they were using this school for? And maybe it was housing troops, and there was I like if you're gonna use that, you shouldn't be housing children in the same school. I don't know. Targeting schools or using child facilities for combat-related purposes disgusts me because it endangers children. I wanted to come to Mother's Day, Biden says to her Ukrainian counterpart, the two women seated at a small table and classroom of a former school that was now sourced temporary housing of displaced Ukrainians, including 48 children. We thought it was important to show the Ukrainian people this war has to stop, and this war has been brutal. Biden added, the people of the United States stand with people of Ukraine. No, we really don't. We're divided on that big time. We all equally agree that Russia shouldn't have invaded Ukraine. At least most of us do. But we're not going to stand with the Ukrainian people. We are not going to go to war with Russia. We are not going to go to war with Russia. The atmosphere and the way the American people are feeling right now, we're more likely to go to war with our own government than we are to go to war with Russia. And Russia knows it. Russia knows that we have weak, feckless leaders, and they're taking advantage of it by instituting their fucking invasion of Ukraine at this moment in time because they know we're really not going to do anything besides sell weapons and give them intelligence. It is what it is. Zelensky, who early on in the Russian invasion sent a letter to Biden, has exchanged correspondence with American counterparts in recent weeks, U.S. officials tell CNN. First of all, I would like to thank you for a very courageous act, said Zelensky, speaking through an interpreter to Biden, because we understand that it takes what it takes for the U.S. lady to come here during a war when the military actions are taking place every day, where the air sirens are happening every day, even today. We all feel your support and we feel the leadership of the U.S. president, but we would like to note that the Mother's Day is a very symbolic day for us because we also feel your love and support during such an important day. You feel the leadership from the president. This is fucking propaganda trash, man. Biden is a fucking senile. Like, he's not even the one making decisions. A meeting of the two women, including a closed-door bilateral, which lasted about 1 hour and took place at what the school before the war building has been transformed into a refuge, a collaboration between the government of Ukraine and the International Organization for Migration, the UN Migration Agency. Dozens of internal displacement persons now live in the building on a leafy property near the city center of Uzhhorod. Biden, who is 3 days into 4 day visit to Europe to spend time with refugee families in Romania and Slovakia, travel about 50 miles into western Ukraine from the Slovak border town of Vyazin, Nemeke, and Uzhhorod. This is just fucking political fuckery going on there. The election's coming up, and this is publicity. First Lady is the latest high-profile American and the first family member of President Joe Biden to visit the war-torn country in recent weeks. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken and Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin visited Kiev last month. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi was there last Saturday. The First Lady has spent the last 2 days in Europe meeting with humanitarian aid organizations and government officials in both Romania and Slovakia, as well as interacting with displaced Ukrainians in both countries are focused primarily on the health and emotional welfare of women and children. How about you fucking people come home and focus on the health and emotional welfare of your American fucking citizens who are on the verge of fucking revolt on both sides of the coin because the two-party political fuckery?
That's how winning is done.
How about that? How about we come back and we fix America's problems so we stop tearing each other's throats out so we actually have the fucking unity and whatnot to actually fucking come together and help other people?
That's how winning is done.
Like, who the fuck are we to try and help Ukraine when we're about to enter a fucking revolution? A civil war, because it's fucking coming. The leftists are calling for it. They're silence and blaming the right a bunch of shit that they didn't do. The right is fucking starting to fight back by fucking banning abortions and shit. Like, the divide is growing. I don't even think it can be amended anymore. I think the civil war is inevitable. I hope I'm fucking wrong, but I think the leftists are gonna start killing people, like en masse. The government is gonna start killing American citizens soon. They fucking got a Ministry of Truth. In the next tomorrow's episode, you'll find out that they're creating more climate police. They're talking about transitioning your children. Like, what happened? What are we talking about in this behind closed door meeting with this president? Why is that hidden from us? Don't the American people have a right to know what the president's family is talking about with a foreign leader? Don't we have a right to know that so we can make our own decisions on whether or not they're continuing the corrupt dealings that this family is known to have with this country, or are we really rendering aid because of a Russian war effort? Because I really don't believe it. I really don't. Cardboard weaponry, and I'm starting to doubt the actual war. You've pushed the doubt button so much that I'm fucking doubting reality now. I'm doubting everything you tell me is automatically false until it's proven true. Automatically. Oh, the fucking Democrats, lefties, or the government said something. No, that's fake. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Fake. Prove it. Because you guys are just fucking batting 1,000. You call right people. I'm in the middle, like that meme that fucking Elon Musk shared, where it's like me, the right, the left, and that Overton window keeps moving. Like, that's me. They were always batshit crazy. You have became batshit crazy, and I'm still fucking here. And here wants to know why the fucking Biden family is dealing with Ukraine, what fucking promises we made there, what our business is there, and I want to know if it's fucking corrupt or not, because fucking the Hunter's laptop, Biden's laptop, suggests that there are nefarious shit going on. I'm just fucking saying. Thank you for checking out this clip of my Thought of the Day podcast. You can catch this podcast every Tuesday through Friday at that'sonpoint.info by 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's how winning is done. New clips go out daily, and we can't do this without you, so we appreciate your support. With that being said, consider joining for $5 a month, and you get early access to the uncensored version of this, early access to our weekly That's On Point podcast, and access to exclusive content only for members. All the money that we receive is going to go funnel back into this to hire more journalists and do more things for you guys, because that's how winning is done. It really is. We got a merch store and stuff. You can help there, and if you can't help via money, you can always just leave a comment, and share this out there, because that helps us more than you can immensely know. That's the best way to help. Just leave a comment, and share. And if you're listening to us, leave a review. Leave a good review. Help us boost us in the podcast ratings and get us up there, because that's how winning is done. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.